This video is going to show you how to access the under the wiper area here if you're having an issue where windshield washer fluid isn't making it up to spray onto the windshield. So you're going to need a 14mm wrench or a socket and probably a little pair of pliers to get to squeeze some of these clips under here. Maybe a screwdriver, Phillips head. So first thing you want to do is remove these little caps from the wipers. That'll help you access this bolt. Again, it's 14mm. Takes a little bit of force. And once you get it started, I suggest do the other one. Get that one started. And a little bit of force. And then just remove the 14mm head off the socket. Get that off the rest of the way. One on that side. Then the passenger side. And the washer piece is integrated, so you don't have to worry about dropping that. Then you apply a little upward force on the arm here. Just the wiper pulls right off. So the next thing you're going to want to do is disconnect this piece of tubing all the way in the bottom right, where you can see that on the screen. Just pulls apart right here, and you can kind of see I was just trying to work the windshield washer a little earlier. You can see that there's some liquid seeping out here. It tells me something's disconnected. So basically, to kind of go through this again, I did have an issue where the one included one was completely destroyed, basically. So I replaced it with an irrigation tee from Home Depot, and I think that might have come apart in the reinstallation process. So I'm just making this real quick to show you a quicker video of how to take it all apart. These are just little screw pop plastic pieces. We'll unscrew them and they pull right out. It's about a quarter turn twist and push up from the bottom. The one tricky area is this little plastic cowl piece here. So there's basically three retaining clips. There's one about right here. You can see that pulls directly out. There's one in the metal side that I'll get a better video or picture of that pulls directly out that way, and then the whole piece just slides down. There you go. So you can see that's the first retaining clip, the second one there, and then this is the piece that just slides directly down. This clip can get damaged pretty quickly or easily. It is pretty flimsy, however it does a good job of holding it in there, so the first time requires a lot of force. Then it's the same on the other side. So you pop out the big one first, then the little one, and then slide the whole piece down. Now these clips, you'll see one's missing because I broke it earlier. These clips actually just come completely off with the entire plastic assembly. So this is all one piece that will come off. So underneath it's like a squeeze and then push up, and then the whole thing should just come. Yeah, that's the first one. You can do it with your fingers. I found the first time it required a little more effort. And once you get one unseated, you kind of want to pull it forward a little bit so it doesn't slink back into its hole. And there you go. So the next thing you'll want to note is that this actually slides underneath. It's kind of like a little clip I'll show you, but slides underneath the windshield a little bit. So on reinstallation, you're going to want to make sure that you get that part of it underneath. And there you go. Alright, so if yours are anything like mine, it will break off into a bunch of pieces, so it may help to have some little pliers to just pull out the broken pieces. And then I kind of just worked through the tubing to make sure that there were no stray pieces that would cause a blockage to kind of prevent you from having to do this again. So you'll just want to make sure that those hoses are completely empty so no little pieces block the nozzles. If you needed to replace the actual nozzle for some reason, there's another clip down in there. You could replace it. You have to do this whole procedure, and then there's a little clip here to pull the nozzle out. If you need to adjust them, you can actually you can adjust them. It's hard to see on this one. Maybe it'd be easier on this one. There's four holes that you're kind of looking at. Sorry. This is like the nozzle assembly, these two middle holes, and you can kind of see that they're a little blocked. But down here and up there, if you have a pair of tweezers or something, you put basically equal force in the very top and bottom portions right there and down there. And then you can adjust it by just applying a small amount of force up or down, and it kind of clicks into place. So that's how you would adjust the spray flow, up or down. Again, don't put anything in there, or you could potentially damage the nozzle. And these are just little plastic nozzles. You could use like a little something to kind of clear that out if you need to, which I'll probably do. There you go. So reinstallation again is just the opposite. One thing to note is make sure you pull this tube that you disconnected, pull that out before you push everything back. Otherwise, you'll have you'll find yourself disassembling everything twice to pull this little piece back out so you can reconnect it. And then, as I mentioned, you can see these little clips here. These go basically the windshield fits into all these little clips. So you just want to make sure that they all get underneath the windshield portion.